So I'm going to start this video. That's a little too close. I'm going to start this video and then I'll go over the Cosmo again. This is the September 2015 Cosmo, and I'll talk about the gang stalking as I go over it. I wanted to let you guys know that before I came on camera and started filming, my nose was running, but I didn't blow it. There's something with the muscle, and that's part of what I want to explain as I understand this a little bit more. I hope I'm on camera, and I'm trying to look in a mirror and do this at the same time. Anyway, it's something about the muscle. So what this does, this technology is a muscle seizer, I'll call it. It seizes the muscle like this. So if you blow, you're using the muscle, that will be where the pain is. So how that works is, I'll explain it like this. So when it seizes the muscle, your hand can go like this. It gets stuck. So you have to flex. The same thing with leg cramps. It can cause leg cramps. So you have to flex the muscle to loosen it again. So it's hard with the nose. I haven't figured out a way to loosen the nose other than using a little hydrogen peroxide. I don't know what it is about hydrogen peroxide that helps, but whatever it is, if you folks are more knowledgeable about it, you can explain it to me, because all I know is what works. So when the muscle is like this, the hydrogen peroxide helps to loosen it. It takes longer. The quickest way to get rid of that muscle seize, to me, is to use the muscle. So for example, you notice I told you my pinky is still swollen. I haven't had this numb sensation go away for since I told you the last time. I'll have to look up the date on the video I did. So it makes this numbness stay, and it hurts. So this finger is hard to go down like that, whereas this pinky, I can go directly down. I hope I'm on camera and I'm showing you this and I'm not just wasting my time. But it's hard. It's swollen. You can see right there. So I think where they targeted it and hit it was there. And so I can feel the sensation throughout the entire pinky. So think of that like a muscle. So when they hit the muscle, I call it seize, but I guess it's like the muscle's like this. So to make it not like this, you got to go like that and work the muscle, I guess. I don't know what the word is. Flex the muscle so that the muscle loosens up again. So after a while, that happens and then it stops happening. So they have to keep either recharging it, doing it again, hitting you with something again, or exposing you to some sort of magnetic field again. Over time, it gets worse, and you start to have a hard time finding where you can go that it won't get worse. I think this process doesn't get better. So once I became part of this system, as they call it, it doesn't get better. So I'm trying to find a way to just live. And I said to them, in order to win, I have to lose, because that's when it becomes obvious that this is happening to me. It wasn't obvious in the beginning. So they keep trying to change the beginning to some other date, and they keep coming up, didn't you once? Or they said my favorite Tina Turner song wasn't my favorite Tina Turner song. They don't know my favorite Tina Turner song. I'm not going to tell them. So they try to guess. So what they're doing is, didn't you like such and such? Weren't when you were younger you liked this? So meaning they're just guessing. And that's part of what I'm saying. So they said they always move next door to me. And I want to know, how could they always do that? There has to be a way that they were able to do that. And that's part of how I have to figure this out. How did they get around me? And they said they would try to always find jobs where I work. So how did that happen? And that's part of what I'm working on. So they said they expected me to open my door up when they're in the hallway and capture them. And then what do they do? They make it so my camera doesn't work. they shut my phone off, shut my recordings off. You've seen it. I don't have to prove it anymore. And that's part of the process of this. You've already seen it happening. And I even had someone leave a comment like, something is, this is clearly, it's happening. And my question is why? Why is the energy focused around me so much? And I even wrote a text message to myself that said, what is all this chaos surrounding me? What is it? So they said years ago, I used to text myself like something, messages or whatever. So what? So like if I felt threatened, I would get on the phone and call my own cell phone and have a conversation if I couldn't reach anyone. What is the big deal about that? That's my way of staying safe and secure. And I recommend other people do that so that hopefully someone who's trying to hurt you will think twice about it. And that's my point. There's something about these people that want me to be vulnerable and stupid. Not just vulnerable, but vulnerable and stupid. I can't be. I'm a native New Yorker and I have these people attacking me and they put chaos in my way. So between them hitting me physically, attacking me emotionally and mentally, putting me in chaotic situations where it will throw my focus off. Then on top of it, all my little ways of staying safe and secure, they don't want me to use anymore because they want me to be more vulnerable. That's a bad sign. And that's my point. So I would like to go over the Cosmo September 2015, and I'll talk more about this gang stalking and what it feels like, not just physically, emotionally, some of the tactics they use. I'm going to pause this and I'll be right back. So I stopped at this page. So most of this video, I'm going to talk about the main tactic is dehumanizing me. How do they dehumanize me in order to make me feel, oh, I was like, why is it sticky? Oh, there was something here. Oh, good. This was an ad. Oh, that's why. Oh, I'm supposed to peel and try on. I didn't do it. So I'm supposed to feel less than. That's a main way of dehumanizing me. Because what I'm supposed to feel is like I'm not worthy of trying to save my life, worthy of being treated decently. They said, oh, I'm not worthy of being a writer because I don't have the experience. And then when I have experience, they're like, oh, that experience is not good. And that's my point. That's why I said I'm good at writing about my experiences because I've had more error than trial. It's trial and error, but I've had a lot of error. And when I did something well, I was asked to coach and train people. So I think that, it's like I could say, oh, I can do this. But no, it can't be me saying it. It has to be them giving me their seal of approval. And if they don't, then they'll tear me down. So what I'm saying is I've been asked to train and coach people in different things. In relationships, I've been asked by many people advice. So I've had more error than trial, more error than positive, but I've had enough positive that people trusted me to be in positions where I had to manage and coach. And that's my point. I can't understand why if I say something, it's wrong. It's definitely wrong. But if certain people say it, then it's not. So I think what I'm saying about dehumanizing a person is what I've seen done to other people is being done to me, where, they try to tear people apart and tear them down. Demi Lovato has, to me, one of the best voices of her generation. One of the absolute best. Strong, beautiful, powerful voice. And that's what we should be focusing on. We should be focusing on people's talents, their abilities. So they said, well, I said they don't have talent, the gang stalkers. I don't think they have talent because if they had talent, they would be using